Hello, my strong family. I'm in a little bit of a funk today. Actually, the past 2 days. I was feeling really good. I had a lot of energy. And now it's just like... But here I am. I wanted to give you a weekly update. I'm still here. I'm not dead yet. I have to learn to say dead because in my last video I mentioned that I got the book. I can't even think. Hold on. This is Nothing to Fear. This one is the journal. I am reading the other one. It's in the bedroom, and not that it's so far away. I just wanted to, what am I saying? I have it in the bedroom because I'm reading it. As I mentioned before, I'm not much of a reader, so I'm training myself that about 4 o'clock when I go lay down, because that's when my body said enough, I put on my oxygen. I try to read at least one. Last night I read 2 chapters. And as I mentioned many times before, I don't like saying dead. It sounds so harsh to me. But in the book, it says we have to come to grips with it. So I'm trying to come to grips with it. So that's why I said dead. I still don't like it, but let's see how it goes. Wednesday, I went with Dad. I took Dad to his primary doctor for a 6-month checkup. Of course, for his age, he's doing great. He has lost quite a bit of weight since I moved here. I moved in North Carolina in 2012. He weighs 127 pounds. I don't know if I mentioned it no, I don't think I did mention it in the other video. So that's, his normal was 130, so, I mean, it's not that much, but it's in concern because you can see it, especially on his whole body. Again, he is 96 years old, so that's to be expected because our bodies are known to break down as we age, especially if we don't exercise. And he does have stage 3 renal failure, and that explains why he's constantly going to the bathroom. So his kidney function is declined, but what's really declined is his filter. So that's not good. But his spirits are high. He did mention that he was depressed from time to time. And that makes me very sad. That's the whole reason why we moved in his house when Mom passed. Because I knew all this was going to happen, but it just didn't work out. He's got anger issues and it just didn't work out. It's hard living with family. It's hard living with anybody. Let's see, so... Oh, and then on the way to my dad's house, of course, my engine light came on again. First it said, engine light, tighten gas cap. So I had to go get gas anyways, so I said, okay, no problem. When I get gas and finished, I'll tighten the cap. Hubby probably didn't do it. And there's a fly flying around here, and it's driving me crazy. So I tightened it back up, and it stopped saying that tighten gas cap, but now the engine light is on. So hubby Tuesday took it down the street to put it on the machine, and it tells you what's possibly wrong with your car. And it's the same thing that we replaced probably 3 months ago. But luckily it's under warranty. The part is, of course, not the actual putting it in. So our mechanic is very busy, so it's probably not going to happen until next month, which it's not that big of a deal. I could still go to Walmart. It's just, why does everything have to happen? Before I forget, we did a poll on pink hair, purple hair, brown hair. I don't think anybody wanted me to go back to my natural dark brown hair. That was kind of what I was used to. I know, and I haven't done it. The reason why, I haven't found the right pink, and I haven't found the right box. I think I'm going to have to go to Sally's, or maybe even go to a hair salon and get their opinion, because I just want a nice, soft pastel pink. It's not much to cover. However, it is growing. I can actually pull it now. It's about 1 inch. Except for this one spot. It's like totally bald. But anyways. So pink did win by a long shot. A very long shot. So we'll see. Time will tell. Someone mentioned that they wanted me to pull out some old pictures of me. And I just haven't had the energy because it's in my closet. And I have to pull a bunch of things out to get to this big bin. But I do have this picture that I've had just laying here. It's actually a copy. And I think I've showed you this in one other video, but we have some new subscribers. So I will show it to you. This is me. Say my 30s. This is a very good friend of mine who I no longer connect with for some reason. And that's my stepmom. And that's in Florida. Oh, I was going to say the book's right here. I haven't really looked at the journal. I scanned through it, but I haven't really looked through it because this is part 2. I want to read the book first. It's very interesting. It scares me because so far, I'm only on chapter 3. So far, all the patients she talks about have cancer. Sorry guys, I always mean to shut off my phone to do not disturb, and that's why you hear the ding. And I have to correct that. So, how am I coping with this? Waiting to die. We're all gonna die. There's no getting around it. But when you're told that you're gonna die and you have maybe a year, well now less than a year because that was February, I believe he told me, the beginning of the year. It's in one of my, what do you call them, when I have everything lined up from 22, 23, so it's very easy to find anything that you really want to find. I'm coping through art, as I just put my hand in paint, wet paint. This one I did, now this is all on paper. This is, I'm trying to think because I'm trying all different mediums. I want to learn all different mediums. I started off with acrylics, and then I went to oil colors, which I haven't done in a very long time. I don't even know if my paints are any good. They're in the closet in a box. I do like it, but the last time I took them out, it was really bothering my breathing, so I said I better not. I love the watercolor. on paper because it's easy peasy lemon squeezy. And that's the one I made this week. Just playing around. I was a very bad girl this week because it was Prime, Amazon Prime, everything was on sale. Bad girl. So I bought some. I've been always wanting to try these oil pastels, not this particular brand, but a lady that I watch, she does mixed media, and that's basically what I'm doing now, mixed media. And she highly recommended these oil pastels. They're like little chalks. They're a little messy, but what I liked about them is, look at all the pretty colors. Colors excite me. I just found this out. It gets my adrenaline going. Now they had bigger boxes, but quite expensive. We're talking like $100 and something. Expensive. I think this little box was $60. What I like about these, here, I'll just show you. I'm working on just a basic abstract painting on a very, well, I bought this sketchbook. Now, this is my cheap sketchbook. This is a Walmart sketchbook. The paper is really thin. But it works. So this is what I'm working on right now. It's totally not done. But what I wanted to show you is what I have laid down now is watercolor, blue, and you can just, I wish I had one of those overhang pictures. Not pictures, cameras. So can you see it? And now, let's see, if I smudge it, or I can use water, you get a nice handful of chalk. Anyways, it's just playing, and like I said, it's great because it gets you out of, I'm just sitting there watching YouTube and thinking, and that's no good. So this gets me out of my cancer funk. What am I going to do today? Oh, I'll paint, even though I really didn't even feel like painting today. But I pushed myself. And I highly suggest, I know we have a few artists here, that you push yourself. You have to. I've noticed in my own practice that I have improved quite a bit. Now I haven't done acrylics in a while, so that's a whole nother ball game. But just playing. It's really all I'm doing. Is putting down, getting a little, I was going to say toothbrush, getting a little toothbrush. You can use toothbrushes too, by the way, for splatters. Getting some paint. I didn't want to do that, but I wanted to do. I need to do to show you that I can wet this, the chalk that I just laid down. And there it is, and then it'll just kind of blend in. It totally looks like caca. But when I'm done, I'll show you. I had done something similar. Let's see if I could find it. This one I did the other day. This is all in oil pastels. It's a landscape. They normally put wax paper in between the pages, but I don't have wax paper, so I just have extra paper that I put down. And some doodles. On my other book here, I'm working on, oh, I just saw it. maybe next week I could figure out how to put you here, and we can go through my sketchbook. Maybe it's in the other sketchbook. I've been practicing a lot of eyes. I love doing eyes. I really want to get good at doing portraits. Not so much realistic, but to know that, oh, that's an eye, that's facial, that's a nose. Yeah, it's in this one. So this one, what I'm doing, this is watercolor. And I taped it off. And then you just lay it down. And then you put other mediums on top of it. Say, for instance, I have a gold pen. These pens I highly recommend. These are, because it's very hard to find a white, pen. This is by Uniball Signo, and this is a white one. And I'll show you how good it works. And then this is a silver one, a gold one, and then they have a copper one that I do not have. But I want to show you, for those who are looking for a good white pen, this one is the best that I've come across. Just want to show you what it, and then this one's the gold. I'm just laying little circles down right now so you can see. And this one's the silver. And after I take the tape off and everything, this paper you can't really make cards because you see how cheap it is. I was so disappointed because everybody ranted and raved about, which one's this? The Moleskine sketchbook. Well, I think I bought the wrong Moleskine sketchbook because I think that's just what it is, a sketchbook, and not, can't put water on it because the paper is just too thin. And I cannot, for the life of me, usually it'll say it on the back, if it's 100% cotton or 300 GSMs, things like that. This has nothing. Nothing. Nada. So I don't know. So this is what these, the oil pastels, that's what all the colors look like when they're smeared. Aren't they pretty? And you can make pretty good landscapes out of them. I also bought some cheap watercolor pencils. I have them here. I didn't buy all these. Most of these I had. I just bought this cheap set back there. And you get what you pay for. It's not that great. I think it was King Art. Yeah, I bought them on, I bought them at Walmart. And I do not recommend them at all. The reason I liked them, because most of the pencils have this kind of tip that you can see the colors. See all the pretty colors? But I just don't like the way they lay down. Okay, I bet you didn't know you were coming for an art show, did you? No, I just wanted to touch base with you, let you know how I was feeling. Instead of just going missing. Oh, I wanted to take you for a ride. I mentioned in one of my last videos that hubby bought me a thing I could put in my car so I could start vlogging in my car again, because I used to. But then it melted down in the windshield. and that was no good. So hubby bought me one. Well, a couple days ago I tried to put it in, and it's one that hangs from the rear view mirror, and it just didn't fit I guess my rear view mirror is too fat. So I gotta take it back. It was only $5.99. My husband's cheap, yes he is. That's that. This one I did in watercolor. It's just a landscape. I wanted to show you my eyes. That's what I really wanted. And it's very relaxing. So even if you don't want to paint or don't even have any paints, Walmart, I highly suggest these. In fact, I have them out because this pencil is the only pencil that I really like sketching in. It's a Faber-Castell gold fiber 2B. That's what I use to sketch with. And of course, you can always sketch with a micro pen. These are great, great pens. You put water and they will not melt or smear. These are not my eyeballs, but just some sketches of faces. And not realistic faces either. There's all kinds of art that I did not realize. I mean, there's realistic to where you think it's a photo. And then there's not so realistic. And this is not so realistic. Although this one girl reminds me of somebody. I don't know. That's what I like about them. Sometimes you'll sketch a face just totally out of my imagination. And God, that looks like somebody. Where are my eyeballs? Could be. I wish I could put you right here, so I feel that it's rude that I'm going through the sketchbook and you can't see what's in here. You can't see what's in here. I'm just kidding. Well, I'm not kidding that. Maybe it's in here. Well, again, here's one I was doing animals, and then this one is ink. When I find my eyeballs, we'll stop there, because some of you are not into art, and I realize that. Come on, eyeballs. I didn't realize. This one is an urban sketch. But as soon as I turn the camera off, I'm going to find my eyeballs. Eyeballs, where are you? Let me know. I know there's two. How many people paint or doodle or sketch? I'd like to know. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everybody's families. I know one of my YouTube followers, one of my family members' father was in the hospital and he was sick. I hope he's getting better. This was done with watercolor. This one was done with watercolor, and this one was done with watercolor pencils. Say that 5 times. And some watercolor. Don't you hate when you're trying to find something and you can't find it? pencil, empty. Eh. Oh well. Maybe in the next video, the eyeballs will pop up. Because I can't seem to find them, guys. Well, here's another one that I did that it's just a little bit of everything. Watercolor, line work, embellishing. Oops, and there goes the paper. That's okay. Let me see. Oh, I'm working also. I have a little sketchbook. These are not my eyeballs, but I wanted to show you something really cute. So I'm working on some grandmas. It's just a little fun project where you can get a little sketchbook and a pencil, sit on your couch or your recliner or your chair or lay in your bed and make some grandmas. And I even named them. It was a lot of fun. Oops. And it was something to do. And you can name, I said that already. This one is Grandma Phyllis. If you know, you know. That was my mother's name. And she looks very similar to that. And then this is Rob's mom, my hubby's mom. We miss her very, very much. This is Grandma Belle and Grandma Linda. And I think that's it because that was yesterday. And then I finished it off by a bird. I also love sketching birds. Don't mind my bald head. So that's what I've been doing, guys. I will leave you off with this message. All that is, all that was, all that will be. That is an old Indian prayer. I love you guys. And again, I can't thank you all enough for all the beautiful, heartfelt. I'm just overwhelmed with the love that comes pouring through these messages when I read them. I could feel it. Mind, body, soul, I can really feel it. And I appreciate each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart. I love you, and I'll see you soon. And today is Sunday, July 13th, 2025. And if for any reason, like next weekend, I don't make a video, don't worry. Maybe I just took that weekend off, okay? So please don't worry. Like I said, if something, God forbid, something happens, you will know. I love you guys, and I'll see you soon.